All right. So Salmon runs pretty late tonight. Ow. Jeez. Because essentially it's fucking uploading 54 Yokai Watch 3 songs and trying to translate them. So we got Japanese Major Gavin here helping me out on some of them. And my goodness, it was a fucking doozy sometimes.
I like doing it because it builds the language skill, you know.
Yeah. Like I was kind of like, I don't really need Gavin for this one, but I might as well. Like one just in case and two just so we can train his brain. But yeah, some of them were pretty easy, some of them were pretty difficult. And it's like I probably could have gone on like Google or whatever and put in each like romanized word individually and determine it from there. I'm not sure if that's what you did, but it kind of helps that one like you were doing
Like
it.
I did a mix of doing probably because like I had a better idea of what to look for,
Yeah,
and two, I was also like referring to like my notes, like my notes from one like my Japanese classes, because there's a bunch of words I recognized that I had notes for. I was kind of
real
can
world,
just get this.
real world application of Japanese, right there.
It's the sort of thing that makes you look, I wouldn't mind working in a localization company.
You have to get
Be
all those
nice.
sick Yokai Watch puns. I feel like we aren't
That'd be
gonna
hard
need
as
it.
balls, but probably not. In part because I'm doing a lot of chasing here, but I have an herb spray, so I have to like basically run right up to them to actually hit them. We'll just about make it if we keep this thing from getting out. I only just realized that I have the stingray, but I've never had a chance to actually use it, so
Ah, oh, we got it.
there's just enemies all over the fucking place. But
Yeah, essentially, like Gavin was playing something earlier when I got home and like was ready, and I'm like, I'm not interrupting that, so I can. I'm like, oh, I can work on the Yokai Watch 3 soundtrack stuff. So I went ahead and took the audio and put it to a picture and rendered it, and that took longer than I thought. It's low on grades, by the way. But yeah, I did that, and then I uploaded them, and YouTube sometimes failed to upload some of them, and it was annoying. But and then came the translating, and it's I gotta put a description to all of them and stuff, and I want to put the original Japanese name in, so I gotta copy paste that. So having Gavin actually looking up what the names mean while I do that for like the next song was actually extremely useful. Time saving alongside him just probably knowing where to look more generally and stuff.
it's the thing is like knowing to split out like when you say like nah at the end of the word, like, sometimes like that's probably just like a particle, so I'll just break that off to find the word and shit like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all. Okay, it has to be the one near the wall. Wall. So yeah, after this salmon run, I'm probably just gonna double check and then just throw them all up on Christmas '95 2. But
Two.
I mean, it's technically
You could just use the Rivet King channel.
no, no,
Right?
no, no, no. I want to keep that Rivet King, honestly.
Okay.
But I mean, in hindsight, if I knew I was going to be doing something like this, I probably just would have made a Christmas '95 2 and then uploaded it there. At the same time, the plan was to upload Rivet King videos, like information videos, to that channel as well. Still kind of is, so I probably wouldn't do that anyways. Yeah, it's like actually Christmas 952, and
I see.
you know how like Christmas '95 was taken on Gmail?
Yeah.
Christmas 952 was also taken on Gmail. I'm like,
Sick.
what the fuck? It wasn't taken on YouTube though, but that's pretty much gonna be the channel where I upload probably all my audio shit posts alongside other things that don't belong on the main stream channel. Now I have something official. Because before I would just upload it to Christmas '95, and then you'd have that Billy Hatcher whoop on the main channel. It's like, okay. The plan Arena is to extend all those songs, even if they can't be extended. That's going to be a problem. I don't want to be mediocre, but at the same time, I want them for myself, honestly. Since Steel Cab Australia has a fucking killer soundtrack. Yeah, we've been busy today.
Yeah.
It's a busy day today, so only Salmon Run. I was gonna do Odyssey, but then I'm like, nope, I'm starving right now, and everyone's streaming right now. Not that me streaming now was a problem, honestly, but you also gotta do Salmon Run. Okay, this is a problem though. Sniper, get out of here. We get eggs in. Maws, good. Me dead, not good.
I'm trying so hard not to die. Got an egg, it's cool.
Alright, we got it. Oh wow, we got 21.
Oh, Jesus. It's just opening with the dumps already.
Whew. I'm like half debating if I should eat the peanut butter M&Ms I have in my drawer right now. It's like 3/4 of the way through the translating and uploading. I was like, man, I'm getting hungry, but
You can get something to eat while you're there.
no, it's like it's like, oh, but I don't want to break the flow, you know. So I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
And then I realized how late it was by the end, and I'm like, if I put like dinner in, it'd take like an hour. Gavin, even if he said it was fine, Gavin probably wouldn't appreciate it. And I'd honestly rather like do the Salmon Run and then get dinner and relax instead of have the Salmon Run kind of looming over it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what was for dinner, Gavin? Nah.
Some sausages and chips.
Heck yeah. Sausage is one of those things I can only have a bit of before my body revolts. Not like with diarrhea,
body revolts.
but just like it starts tasting really bad.
It's curious.
It's like it starts going, you know, spices.
I wonder why.
Spiced meat, maybe.
Yeah.
I would not survive at all in Japan or Asia, for that matter. I'm not a spicy boy.
I kinda am. And I do like me some rice, I must admit.
Ricey boy.
Just need to try sushi and then off we go. And even then, you know, they like beef does make up quite a bit there as well, so I'm basically sorted.
Oh shit. Wow, I slid in. It's dumb. Hey Biggs.
Hey, Biggs.
Alrighty.
Shit. I also had something where I was kind of like got into a trance with doing it, and then I realized this took far fucking longer than I thought it was ever going to.
You want to reveal what it is?
I mean, there's probably no harm here, yeah. Playing Danganronpa.
The first one. Oh, everyone's dead.
The first one.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
Oh wait.
We're all over
I
here
know.
in like the one spot.
I got someone.
You got two of them.
Not you though.
Not me.
Oh, but in the time you guys were dead, they spawned. Yeah, we aren't gonna spoil Danganronpa. In fact, probably like not even really gonna talk about it. But
No, all I will say is that.
go 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 go! Yes!
Jesus.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I told Gavin like how long chapters were and stuff. And
Yeah, but like your estimates and the stuff I was using, like your videos of 2 and 3, I was like, well, yeah, but that's 2 and 3. Like they'll have like lengthened it all out and added more shit by then. Like the first one's got to be simple, right? Nah,
nah, they're
nah,
like
it's fucking
pretty
long.
much the same games when you think about it. Especially the trials. The trials always take like so long.
Which is weird because like it doesn't feel like they take that
Well, I
long.
think it's just like because it's like watching a movie, you know, because you're just listening to the
Yeah,
narrations. I mean, you know, you have it in Japanese, but I think you're still doing that, right?
I'm still listening to everyone talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you learning any more Japanese? Is it helping?
kind of like piecemeal. Like all that's like a lot of like part of the reason I do listen in Japanese is often it's just like you pick bits up, you pick up like how like the language is used, like words are used and shit like that. And you're kind of like, ah, okay.
What the fuck did that dude just do?
Oh, fucking.
No,
I have a
no.
follow up to like
Oh,
a bit. It's like something we talked about last time. It's not me. I don't know where he is.
fuck.
He's out. He's dead. I have a follow up to one of the topics from last time. Remember I was talking about how like Nintendo of Europe went to get that SNK Heroines game as an exclusive and all that.
Yeah.
That was revealed by the president of NASA, the Western publisher, who in that interview, turns out he like his exact words were actually like, "Oh yeah, the next day SNK came to us at our Gamescom booth and we're like, can we cancel our PlayStation 4 contract?" He just said that in an interview.
Wow.
Very next day, he had to issue a full apologetic statement to Sony and SNK saying, "I shouldn't have said this. I didn't mean it like that. Sony aren't actually bad to small publishers," because he said that too. And just like full on apologizing. And basically, it's like I'm pretty sure it's SNK more than anyone got very mad at him for saying that. So, fun times.
Ah, developers. You know how they be.
Sometimes they're just a bit too eager.
Oh god, I'm hungry. We're in like 400 now, so as long as we win, we can get this over in 30 minutes. Oh yeah, speaking of follow-up, I did not get to Beyond Two Souls, so that's gonna have to be postponed. You should see my backlog of streams. It is insane.
Yeah, but watch it tonight.
It's like I could. You have to understand that like there are times where like there are two kinds of streams. Streams that I can pay attention to, and streams that like I need to be background noise ish. So I won't pay attention to them.
Look, you're the only one alive.
I'm getting there.
I love the rapid blaster. It's just fucking terrible for
Oh
this.
fuck, too what? Speaking of winning. Oh, it bumped me. Come on, don't knock me off, dude. I have such a big stream backlog. So it's like, oh, well, you know, I just woke up and I'm browsing Twitter before going to dogs. I'm gonna just pop on an NLSS so I can get through Twitter, but also have something in the background. Whereas with Beyond Two Souls, I miss like all of it. So it's like a high priority, but not highest priority, if that makes any sense, kind of thing.
Sort of. I hate getting shoved away because with this weapon I literally cannot fight my way back. It just shoots too fucking slowly for me to even have a chance of making it back.
Maybe the power plays. Let's go.
Fuck me, that just killed me instantly.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, as long as people are alive.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeesh. MVP. Right here.
You had the arrow spray, didn't you?
jet squelcher, but I had the jetpack.
Okay.
So when everyone
So you
died,
had an actual
I
gun.
procced that. Speaking of follow-ups again, last Salmon was fucking terrible. I'm sorry about that.
Why?
I don't know, it just seemed like devoid of actual content, you know? Right, just
What do you mean?
repetitive, stupid, angry shit.
You say that, and that's making me kind of go like, but I had like a lot of topics to talk about, and it's kind of like, well, fuck me then.
Last time, oh, maybe I'm only focusing on myself then.
Yeah, because you're only focusing on like the tiny time you're talking about Odyssey.
The tiny? You think so?
Okay, I mean like I mostly don't remember the Odyssey shit, so I don't, like there was that time where I made the comment was like, oh, he's just going back to Odyssey. We'll never escape Odyssey, I think it was.
Yep. I mean, I was conscious of it, so. Yeah.
But apart, like, you know, I felt I had plenty. I don't know.
It's probably like you contributed a lot, but then I'm very what's the word? Deprecating. So.
Yeah.
Ow. Well, one alive.
Like I had like there was enough contributed that I actually fuck me. Enough contributed that I actually had like more shit to say. I just couldn't get to say it in the time we had. I didn't even get into like Lawbreakers and Boss Key.
Lawbreakers.
You know what that is?
Is it a game? Is it a TV
Yep.
show? It's probably not a TV
Game.
show.
It's a game. It's a very, very tragic game. Oh, Jesus. So Lawbreakers was this basically a wannabe competitor to Overwatch. It was made by Boss Keys, which is
right.
Boss Key,
I think I
set up
remember
by
this.
Cliff Bleszinski, who is the creator of the games of Gears of War. It's based on a comic book series. I didn't create that. He used to be like at Epic Games. He used to be their main face guy until he left after Gears of War 3, which he got really burnt out on after being a big tit about reviews of. Got an 8 out of 10 from a place, and he went on a full rant about how that isn't enough. He's a very egotistical tit of a man.
Epic Games.
So, he made this Studio Boss Keys, and he's like, I'm gonna make Lawbreakers, and like, you know, like, it's like really competitive, super hardcore, intense team first-person shooter. And it's like it's nothing like the games on the market. Like it's better than Overwatch. Like, oh, that's a cartoony aesthetic. We got like a unique, realistic aesthetic, and all this shit. And Lawbreakers came out, and no one fucking basically no one fucking bothered to play it.
Of course.
I think like concurrent peak, it had like a few hundred players at most. Like at its absolute best, and then within months, like a few months, it was down to 100, and then as of like a week or so ago, it only had like one player actively playing on Steam. And I would remind you, this is a multiplayer game.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's like a lot of games. If you think about it.
yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, quotas. So just survive.
survive.
Yeah. It kind of like devs being like that. Kind of reminds me of. Did you see the PUBG dev said that no other first-person shooters have used a frying pan as a weapon?
Yeah, and he's trying to sue. They're trying to sue another like battle royale clone over it or whatever.
Yeah, but isn't the climate nowadays that people have turned on PUBG and everyone loves Fortnite now?
See, well, like in part that's because, as demonstrated, the dev of PUBG
Is a dick.
is a complete dickhead, like a complete and utter tit. Every time he opens his mouth, or anyone in that studio opens their mouth, fucking nonsense and stupidity comes out. You know, like the frying pan thing. And basically, I imagine like a lot of the turn against PUBG is in large part because of that. And honestly, probably just backlash from like oversaturation. Like Fortnite's already beginning to get there.
Yeah, maybe. That.
So I'm seeing a lot more people jibing about it and jabbing about it, and you know, just taking cracks at it. And it's like, I think probably it really is just like oversaturation that people get sick of it quick.
That's how these battle royale games go, apparently. But where's
I
the
mean,
next one?
it's the fad thing, you know. It's because like this is because PUBG sold like what, like 30 million a year or whatever. Now we almost do it because that's clearly how business works, even though it's not and never has been how it works. It is, fiddlingly enough, the thing that Bosky didn't know or didn't seem to want to believe is that when like a game market has like basically one super big game and then like one like a second one that's like the competitors to that game, that's it. Like that's the market filled. There's no room for anything else. Like just isn't. No, like you either play one or the other. There's no room for anything else.
Video games.
It's like before it was like it's World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy like 11, then Final Fantasy 14. Like that's it. That's all you get for MMOs. There's no space for anything else. And you know now it's like competitive multiplayer shooters. Like it's Overwatch and I think like Rainbow Six is the other one in that particular category, and like that's it. There's no room for any other ones. Battle Royale shooters, it's like it's PUBG and Fortnite, and that's it. You fuck off. So naturally, Bosky's next game is a early access Battle Royale shooter.
Early access.
Yep, they called it extreme early access. I'm actively boasted about using placeholder assets. It means it's in so early access they basically they only have like a basic gameplay template working, and that's it. And it's already out with microtransactions and everything in it.
Ah. I see how
they actively boasted in their release, like their press release, that it has like it's using placeholder assets that will be fixed later. Like they boasted about that.
What was that? Just
weird bone.
A green piece of ink out of nowhere. There wasn't a small fry or anything. Just spawned at the top of the wall that I was climbing up.
And destroyed you.
Dropped me down. Got one out. Okay. I think we would have made it too if that didn't happen.
Fucking netcode.
Great. Yeah, you've been playing The Witcher, right?
Yes.
You've been playing the card game in it?
I've only played it once so far.
It's gonna beat it's better than Hearthstone. And is there a second card game like that? I guess not online. Maybe like Magic. Those are the
I mean, that's like that's different. Cause like that's like a real life.
Yeah, but
card game.
Now I'm just trying to think of card games. Wasn't there one that was like Hearthstone or something?
I don't know.
An online game? Maybe not. No. I was saying the Mojang thing. No, that didn't come out. I don't know.
I don't even know if that ever
was canceled. I forget what's.
I have no idea. I mean, like when like your guy left the company, like I think it just died.
I think so. Yeah, there's Overwatch and there's TF2. Haha.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. I mean, hell, you can sort of see that in consoles right now. I think it's like you have the Switch, you have the PS4, and that's it. There's like you get two, and then that's it. You're done.
Yep, no other consoles.
I mean, no other that really matter, is there? Fuck me then.
Yeah, we might do Overwatch. I mean, I'm sure Gavin's open to it since he's the one who's been. I don't want to use the word lobbying for it, but it makes it sound like you're like adamantly.
I'm not adamant, but I would like to play it again. I enjoy being Zenyatta.
But yeah, I'm thinking like they released that new event. It's basically just like the other event from last year, but now it's like Dark Side versus Hero Side in Sonic Adventure 2. The same thing, but with edgy dark people now. Except it has Moira, and I hate that character. She's so ugly, and the spray paint tool in Paint? Oh, you can go through that way. Yeah. Her power looks like 3D yellow spray paint tool. I hate it. It's so ugly. I hate that character.
Fucking hit perspective in this game sometimes.
But they added sexy, which one is it? Hanzo. I always mix him and McCree up. So I kind of want that skin, and I don't want to spend money because I'm not doing that in mobile games now. So
It's not a mobile game.
the same thing.
I know I'm cracking complete shit. Like I fully
Fuck
agree with
you.
you that you shouldn't do it. I should fully agree with you that you shouldn't do it.
So I might actually do what the developers, well, not what the developers intended, obviously, but what most normal people do, and grind
Most
for
normal
it
people
myself.
Going by a statistic is they just dump money into the game.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that is like most normal people. What most people should do.
What most people should do, yes, that's the better way to put it.
This is too hard. Is play the game and get the loot boxes from leveling up, and then try to unbox it from there, or just unbox enough shit to buy it, even if it's 3,000 gold. Jesus Christ!
They're all like flying up to the fucking back and we can't reach them. I think that's why we struggled last time.
Yeah, everyone was in the back. I remember. Oh, this isn't good. I'm being hit.
I'm trying so
you
hard,
protecting
but I have
me?
a nozzle nose. Yes, but I have a nozzle nose. Please be patient. I think the fact that you didn't die despite there being 2 Cohawks is at least a testament to my ability to smack the shit out of this
I
button.
mean, I only saw one, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, the events, I was like gonna be like, oh, maybe today, and then I'm like, because I have a lot of free time. But yeah, you know where that went. Yokai Watch 3 music. So we have like 3 weeks. The event's like almost 3 weeks long, so we have plenty of time to hop in. But you have to keep me honest. I don't really want to procrastinate.
I mean, I feel like there's only so much I can say about that. Cause it's like, it's like, what if I just say we should do Overwatch and then you just mysteriously don't answer for 5 hours? And
Yeah.
then do Salmon Run in the dead of night by yourself.
Look, it was worth a shot. Also, oh yeah, no, that was a unique circumstance.
No, I
Don't
know.
worry about that.
I'm cracking shit.
I also still want to do Odyssey because now I know the fast roll tech. But no, I know I said that I
You
was
say
going to talk about Odyssey.
do Odyssey, or you talking about this like Cooper running?
Super free
or-
running, yeah.
Okay.
You. I don't want to say the word. What's the word? You upset me.
Did I?
Because your words are true and they make me feel bad about it's just like copying someone else and I'm like, oh. But executing it's kind of impressive, right? You have to actually execute it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like actually executing it, especially if you can like execute it better than the person who found it. Sure, there is an impressive like element to that. I just personally find more satisfaction if I do it by my own gumption.
Yeah, I get that completely. What was I gonna say? Yeah,
It's like why even though like I like to like run by myself Super Metroid, like I can beat this in like 2 hours, like sub 2 hours just barely. I don't want to follow like routes and shit. 'Cause, like, I don't want to do that. I just want to like speed through it myself, do it as I like by the seat of my pants as I remember.
there is like a learning aspect though. There are several methods that are like the game doesn't tell you. You aren't gonna figure out yourself. Like roll canceling, you're not gonna figure that out yourself.
I mean, the learning techniques is like different than like routes, like a technique. Sure, that's fine. Cause like some things, like as you say, you just need to be told.
Yeah, some of them are just techniques. Like in Sand Kingdom, once you know that wires are faster, then the only way to really
Like-
improve is to figure out that shit that I tweeted about last night.
Like even like outside of speedrun, like I can give you an example of a game you have like recently saw an example in. Remember like Near Automata? You remember like recently you learned of the taunt command? Like the game said, hold the button down to taunt.
Yeah, I don't like that. From the limited thing I know about it, I personally don't like it.
Well, I mean, like taunting to like for high risk, high rewards, like a classical, is a staple of the genre. Like it's been here since like Devil May Cry,
I'll keep my
like
HP.
on the PlayStation
Thanks.
2. It's like it's a high risk, high reward.
So hey Molly, I never said hi because you said wait.
Yeah, I saw that and I stayed.
It's time
but,
to.
but yeah, you probably you didn't know because the game doesn't tell you, but it's there. There's an entirely different button command that I forget that lets you do taunting as 2B and right A.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it can't be the same thing, right?
No, it's a completely different button command with the same effect for a different character. but hidden and kept from you until like because the actual taunt command, because of how it works, to keep it from you until late game, when you should be, you know, when you're used enough to the combat system that you theoretically could want to do the like chance your arm, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be the same button command, but you wouldn't know to use it until the game told you later on as a different character.
Yeah, no, it's a completely different button command, so you can't stumble into it, but it is there, and it's clear. It's not like something they dummied out or forgot to change. Like, it's clearly intentional. They just deliberately kept it a secret. Which it's stuff like that. Like learning stuff like that from other people, like finding online, that's fine. But it's just like the right thing. It's like I don't want to follow someone else's path exactly. And that's just me.
Yeah, I get that. You know what we should do? You and I should forge the path for Ribbit King. You know, the speed game that has barely been touched. We can find our own routes and have that be the meta. Perfect. That's how.
Might as well. Right?
Gavin's exclusively only gonna pick up games that are never run. Or just like a new game. Like when Hat in Time first came out, there was like a whole thing like which route to take. Routes are being updated constantly. New strats were being found. So the new Metroid Prime 4. That's where Gavin's gonna jump in.
Yeah, why not? I'll do it myself. Fuck everyone else. I'm not gonna pay attention to any of your routes. Just fucking buy my own shit. I'm just gonna do it. And it'll probably take 3 times as long as whoever like, gets it done in 1 hour on the first day, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, did you read about what I have to do to be a professional Mario Odyssey freerunner?
Yeah, I saw your tweet and your dismayed reaction gif, and it's kind of like, okay. Yeah, I was just like, you know what, yeah, if they, you know, on your head be this.
Yeah.
You welcome this into your own house.
I mean, I tried, like, it was 1 a.m. when I figured it out. But I still booted up Odyssey to try to see if I could do it. I couldn't do it. I still haven't done it. Essentially, what you do is, because you know the spin throw where Mario throws Cappy in a circle? And Cappy goes, yeah. Okay, I gotta stop.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. But essentially, Mario throws Cappy outwards first, and then for some reason, Cappy spawns back next to Mario to start the spin animation. So
right.
That deploys faster than throwing Cappy normally. It's like minor, but after you throw Cappy enough in these things, it does build up. So, like, you do that, like, you want to do the spin throw, but most times you're rolling, because rolling's faster. Yeah. You can't roll cancel. Well, you can, but, you know, you normally roll cancel into a spin throw. So what you have to do is you have to buffer a spin throw input, which, mind you, is done by shaking the controller a specific way. Something that is problematic, to say the least, as far as getting the game to recognize you're doing it. On your last roll bounce, essentially, and then you kind of roll cancel with A and B, and then the buffered spin put, you know, comes out of the roll, and you throw Cappy faster out of the roll. That is insane. That's fucking insane.
Right, I think.
So I'm probably, you know, in my latest Koopa freerunning shit, I'm like talking about doing normie strats. I think I'm just gonna stick to normie strats. You know. But the fast roll, the ground pound roll or whatever, I think I could apply that to every single Koopa freerunning I've already done and improve my time. So I'm kind of excited about that. And I'll beat Gumi and everything. Fuck you, Gumi. Except for Sand Kingdom. So yeah, I was gonna do that earlier, but then Yokai Watch 3 music. But that's fine. Now I have that off my chest, and now I actually can listen to it on YouTube. It's this again, huh? I was not expecting that at all. Now I just have to extend it all, and that's gonna be hell. You won't see me forever. Which will probably be good for Gavin, because then he gets to play his games as uninterrupted.
One of them is like a mix of... One, don't say it like that. You're saying it like I hate you or something.
What? Oh,
Two,
no, I'm just saying, like...
Two, one of them is mainly for money.
Yeah.
But it is this wonderful confluence of getting to rid like a big giant bastard from the back while also getting paid for it. But oh yeah, speaking of that bastard, there's a bit of lore in The Witcher that is some of the best like little incidental lore in any game or medium like media thing I've ever heard.
No spoils.
It's not a spoiler. So like in The Witcher, like, you know, magic is just like a thing, like it's an energy force in the air. It's like released from points in the earth called ley lines, where like natural energy veins in the earth just like spray magic into the air. Like magic in high levels is like actually toxic to life, like life forms. Humans have like a high resistance to it, so they can like pull it into them and then like, you know, use that, and with like, you know, the ability to use magic to create spells and shit, and that's how magic works. Right? So like, because like magic is toxic to life, like ley lines tend to be like very
I didn't get it. I'm so mad. Oh, baby!
yeah, like ley lines like tend to be like, the points where they erupt in the world tend to be like devoid of life, like, you know, barren, no animals go near or anything, only humans dare to go near if they want to get like magic power and shit. But there is one other life form other than humans that actually will go into ley lines and like just hang around like high magic stuff without giving a shit.
Elder dragons.
No, cats. Like the lore explicitly says it like this, and it's just the way it was phrased was like some of the most beautiful shit. Is that cats absorb magic like humans do, but no one knows why or what they do with it.
We know why.
But they do
The
it.
developers just have cats. We get it. We get you.
You know, it was like I just fucking loved it because it was kind of like, it's just like how ominous it sounds. Like we don't know, they do it. We don't know why, and we don't know what for.
I thought you were gonna be like, you know, like the most unique, like, whole setup for a whole like plot or, you know, plot
magic
point,
system,
like,
what? Yeah,
how
yeah.
magic works. This dude just talking about
No,
cats.
it's just that wee incidental bit of lore that I just fucking love. It's just a little detail. It doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but I just love it just because of like how faintly ominous it is. Cats are just absorbing magic and using it, and no one knows how, why, or what for.
Something Egypt something.
And it's just funny to me. I just like it. It's just like that. I will say this about The Witcher so far: it has some of like the best like world building and like character writing and just like general personality and charm a game could have. It's like in its genre, it's basically like the top. I will give it that. Like among Western role playing games, this thing is basically fucking unmatched in that regard.
Well, why do you think it was so popular?
I mean, it's so popular. I mean, often the games that are this aren't that popular, and they get like just abandoned because they're not just the Elder Scrolls walk into a cave and fight zombies 50,000 times. This game actually has like shit to it. I'm like, holy fuck, this is great. I like it. Like, I do have like slaps to give whoever designed various aspects of the combat, but apart from that, it's fine.
He likes it.
It's great.
You should have recorded it.
I like it. No.
Oh, I'm such a dick.
There's a number of reasons. I know, but there's also like a number of reasons why I won't do that. Related to the reason why I'm playing it in the first place.
Their fault. Oh, this is good. This way, Ryan. Alright.
Oh well, I just got punched
Don't
off.
hurt me, Ryan. Why the hell? What?
Where is the nearest person? Okay.
I can't. I one on.
Oh, that's a problem.
Where's? There we go.
Whatever.
Oh, we made it. I didn't even notice.
I threw a grenade, but I didn't see any of you.
Oh yeah,
Those
it's
are-
exploded near me. I didn't really know what it was. The Witcher 3 is so good. Why didn't they make a Witcher 4?
Because they're making a different game entirely.
Got him. Well, guess what, fucker?
What?
You thought I said that for no reason? Stupid joke? Nope. I was leylining the magic that is conversation. And cats can't have that.
That's not what a ley line
Yep,
is.
Yokai Watch 4 has been announced. And I hate it.
You hate
I
it?
hate it. I tweeted about it. I hate Yokai Watch has, fan base? What's the opposite of that? Toxic base?
Alright.
It has such a toxic base around it. I don't understand. Like, you see people innocently being like celebrating it and shit, and then just the replies or someone not minding their own business and being like, and I'm just like, I'm sick of it. But it's also like,
I mean, fuck me. There's no end to the taxis. Like, and I have the rapid blaster, so by the time I get one stunned and broken down so it doesn't run me over, the other one is back up and running. But yeah, go on.
yeah, it's not based on the Yokai Watch you know and love. It's based on that new Shadow Side anime. Is this a spin-off? What do you call it? A reboot? A rebrand?
It's not really a reboot, because it's still the same continuity, it's just set years and years later, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh man, I should have put my egg in. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
I lost that for everyone. But yeah, it's like a kind of rebranding of sorts. I guess it's like, because Yokai Watch has been a thing in Japan at least for years and years. So I guess it's like a growing up with the series kind of thing, which some series do.
I think it's also just the thing of like trying to see if they can slip it into a different audience.
Yeah.
In general,
it's like,
because the sales for the games like peaked with like the first versions of 2, and then it's just been steadily dropping since.
Well, you know what people are gonna start saying now?
Well,
it's an SMT ripoff. Because now the monsters aren't colorful and cutesy and shit. Now they're all dark and edgy.
Well, here's the thing, right? They're still pretty colorful.
Yeah, they kind of are. But at the same time, we don't know.
They're still colorful and like fairly cartoony. Like, there's no giant thorny dicks or giant penis monsters riding chariots.
That's an outlier. Not a fair argument. Disqualified.
There's no like naked men. There's no.
Well, we don't know that.
Have, like basically exposed breasts. There's no Satan with 6 tits and like 5 arms and like an open vagina.
Baby cartoony Yokai Watch had that buff human whisper transformation in it. You don't know where they're gonna go with this. They could be anywhere. They could go anywhere now.
Frankly, that should have been Whisper's new form in this.
Whisper's new form is scary. I don't like it.
I wouldn't call it scary, but I just don't find it like that appealing. I guess I just kind of like that's just a ghost butler, I guess.
It's like a mix between oh god, I'm like garbling his Japanese and his English names. The Whisper's enemy butler essentially. Sebastian, yeah, that's it. It's like a mix of Sebastian and creepy Whisper.
Yeah.
Alright, that did nothing.
Oh yeah, for some reason, whatever reason, Splashdown doesn't really give a shit about like vertical height, despite the fact that it looks like it should.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
Of course, there's a single tiny green thing. But oh well, I'm on a tiny inch of green. Fuck me, man.
Yeah, considering Shadow Side isn't even out yet. The anime isn't even out yet.
Well, I mean, they're like basically aiming to put these out together. Is the intention?
Are they? I thought it was coming out later than the anime, because the anime is in like summer, and isn't this in like fall or winter?
I'm pretty sure this is like in Japan. This is in summer as well.
Wow, Japan gets everything. Why do they get everything so early?
Because they make it.
They like just announced this. This is like.
Well, this is actually the thing about Japanese developers is that, especially smaller ones who are not named Square Enix, so I should correct myself, is that they don't announce their games like 10 years ahead of time. Like a lot of the time they announce it like just months before release, like mere months most of the time. Like magazine goes like, game is out, the game is coming out in like 3 months. Here's like the review.
It's weird.
They keep like their release and hype cycles very, very short.
Oh wow, I thought we were kind of gonna end there. No, I guess not.
Nope.
Well, didn't they say they were gonna like shake up the gameplay or something? I'm almost.
Well, they kind of have to because they're going to essentially a regular console now.
That's not true. Not that they don't have to shake it up. People are saying they're gonna bring Yokai Watch 3 to the Switch, and I'm like, my dude, that's the one that needs the touchpad the most. Wait, we already talked about this. Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. Scratch that from the record. I didn't say it. But yeah, I imagine it's not like. Do you think it's gonna be like real time or something? Nah, it's probably still an RPG, right?
I mean, you have real-time RPGs.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy 15, apparently. Do those? Do those count?
You know, Dark Souls, The Witcher.
I don't count those as RPGs.
Level 5's other RPG game. Well, you're wrong.
In my mind,
like saying
just because they have.
That's like saying I don't, count a car as a car.
Just because
it's still a car.
Just because they're action games and they have numbers doesn't mean they're an RPG.
They're not action games. They're role playing.
No, just because they have numbers doesn't mean they're a role playing game when they're actually an action game.
No, because they also have like they're story focused. They have like dialogue decisions. They have tasks. Like they have like various RPG elements. So much so that they are basically RPGs with real time combat. If they were an action game, they would just be fucking Bayonetta, but they're not. So
Monster Hunter World.
Here we are. That's pretty RPG, man.
Yeah, it has numbers in it.
And equipment stats.
Don't say it as story. Don't do it.
No, I mean like it's very like mechanics focused RPG. Like it's all based around like equipment and getting it and fighting monsters and using tactics and equipment and shit like that. It's not just a straight action game. Like it has role playing elements. It has role playing game art like elements, aspects, mechanics. And I think like live action.
Realistic.
Real time.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay.
Real time for Yokai Watch 4 is probably likely because Ni no Kuni is like real time.
Yeah, I saw people talking about that. They're probably gonna. It's a coin.
They have the engine.
The coin flip. They have the engine. It's a formula they have done and know and stuff. But at the same time, apparently level 5 is just known for having a combat system that's like nothing else out of nowhere.
Yeah, they are prone to that.
So it could be that. It could be Ni no Kuni.
Could be that.
I mean, now that the yokai don't have like stubby small arms and small bodies, apparently, they probably are more fit for that kind of combat. I guess.
I mean, like most of your little summon partners in Ni no Kuni are small, stubby creatures. To my disappointment.
I just
saw a fucking skeleton pirate in like one of the trailers for Ni no Kuni 1. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that shit. But no, you have to take the cute little tiny like dipshit and use that. It's kind of like, oh.
I mean, it just worries me a lot because I've said this before, but my favorite aspect of Yokai Watch is how they're yokai and they spirit people and make them act a certain way. And then there's shit like the movies that have storylines featuring, yokai that are familiar, recognizable faces, whatever, but don't actually inspirit anything, stuff like that. And Lord Enma, all that shit that those guys also don't really inspirit anything and just exist to be edgy and stuff. I feel like Shadow's Side, my greatest fear is that they're just gonna dish their roots that make it one of the more interesting video game things out there.
I don't know, because at the same time, the big scarier monster thing can make inspiriting a more dangerous prospect, Or when you put it out of someone now it's a big fuck off dragon thing. You're kind of fuck my life.
I mean,
it gives it a more. Can make it more. They can keep it pretty handily and just make it more inspiriting, more a bigger deal that it was. Cause in the games when you find someone being inspired, it's just it's just a regular dipshit. I've probably already fought 5 of by now.
Yeah, but with this recent trend of what they're doing, it worries me.
The recent trend?
Yeah.
What's that?
Just with the movies and the Busters games and stuff like that.
I mean, the Busters games is just purely milking it. That's not a lie. They were milking the loving shit out of Yokai Watch.
We don't even have it, but we're probably gonna have to get it before 3.
He's alive.
It's keeping 3 hostage. Oh no, no, let me up, you bitch! No! I have. Okay, good, we're good. Wow, that sucked. I wonder if people subbing the Yokai Watch anime now are gonna like, you know, do Shadow Side immediately too, or if someone else is gonna take the helm. Because someone translated the last episode of Yokai Watch.
I mean, if
And
it,
it wasn't,
if it gets picked up on
people
like
we watch.
Crunchyroll, like horrible subs will, like rip the subtitles out of that and put it on like a better render.
Oh.
So,
Do you think they'll get it?
if Crunchyroll get it, then yeah. But I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know their trends or anything at all, so.
Like there's like an increase, like basically like most stuff that goes like is aired or released now gets like, if not by Crunchyroll, then by like someone else. Like it gets subbed and streamed somewhere. Which means it's basically always a source.
Hopefully. Just want to tell all these people that don't like the Yokai Watch games that like the anime is better.
See, I don't know about better.
I'm like the most passive Yokai Watch fan of all fucking time. I have a whisper avatar, so you wouldn't believe it.
How do you mean passive?
Just like, you know, I don't think the games are really that good. I could see people not liking the anime, but I still like
Why did you, I'm going to begin the ask you, why do you like this?
I'm afraid to recommend Yokai Watch because of all the grindy aspects of it, like befriending yokai. But I'm the weirdo that like would actually try to complete the medallion and kind of enjoyed it. But I'm like,
I know like we're talking about how it's like not a Pokemon ripoff. It really is the thing of like, do you like Pokemon? You'll probably like this, honestly.
maybe. Yeah, because I said in the tweet, like, there are people saying, like, the people defending Yokai Watch are saying, like, it's not like Pokemon at all. And I'm like, it's like Pokemon. At least a little bit, though, right?
Like in some basic gameplay concepts, yes.
You collect
But,
monsters, or like, kind of confident.
When people who are like, this is a rip off of Pokemon, they think this is like literally just the same turn-based crap, and there's like
turn-based
like,
crap.
Yeah.
Pokemon's like the best.
I was not saying Pokemon was not good or shit or anything.
Right,
I prefer turn-based combat.
I'm just saying.
I don't know why you seem to think this. It's kind of like I'm using a rhetorical thing. I swear to fuck.
Well, I mean, you're the guy who asked why do they take turns to fight in RPGs.
I wasn't the guy who asked that.
I know.
You.
I'm just misquoting you.
I don't even remember what I was going for anymore.
Something about the same turn-based crap as Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't remember what I'm going for anymore, because you just derailed it completely for I don't know why.
You said turn-based crap, and I needed clarification. I mean, you know, that,
like,
all the time...
speaking as this is the thing from this group of people, this is what they believe, I'm pretty sure my meaning was pretty clear, because I prefer turn-based combat myself.
All the times you tried to play Pokemon, you got really angry. So, you know...
No, that's because we were playing multiplayer, and like you were playing as people who were like, hey, I'm just going to put you to sleep, and then the RNG's, you know what? Sleep's going to last for
See,
5
exactly,
turns.
the turn-based crap.
And no, that's not turn-based crap, that's just the game just fucking me over constantly. Like, I do prefer turn-based RPGs, that's why fucking Final Fantasy IX is one of my favorite games of all time.
I thought it was
like,
my
yeah.
favorite.
It is, yeah.
I guess that technically counts.
But now, are you done fucking me about on this, or what?
No, hold on, I think I have some energy left.
I also just want to point out, we actually made target, like, last time, but you just hit the button anyway.
What?
We hit 1200 with the last round, like, last game, but you'd hit the button anyway.
Oh. Well, I guess we weren't done talking, so it's a good thing. You fool. Do you think I could just, not press the button? Look, we made it back to 400. It was all for... Wait, no we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
You did, because I got 0 eggs on wave 1 that one time.
Oh, okay, well I did.
I was, like, 20 points behind.
Okay.
So, there's the disconnect, but you know... The fact that I wasn't surprised by that kind of just proves that it doesn't really matter. Because it would have happened anyways, probably. I don't even know what am I even going for this gear anymore. Like, special charge up? I could do that. Nah, this is pretty alright. Everyone loves Ink Saber main. I looked at my things recently because during your Splatfest you were using chunks. And that reminded me that they existed. And I have like over 60 in like almost all of them. That's pretty sick. I could probably make, you know, the dream gear I always wanted but couldn't do because I didn't want to play and didn't have enough chunks, but we'll just keep going for now. For a sec I thought that said Gavin. Gavin us a Switch stylus. The fans demand it. Especially Gavin. When he gets to art after his video game backlog.
After I have this obligation sorted.
And then he'll be fluent in Japanese too. Exciting times.
I will build myself into a man of many skills. Slowly but surely.
So I guess that's it. I kind of forgot about my hunger, but now that I thought about it again, I kind of remembered it, and then my stomach remembered it. So it's kind of convenient. We could just end right here, unless there's anything else that I sullied your name in and you need to clear up or something.
I mean, it was less you saw my name and then it's just that you just started to completely start slapping me for something I did not mean to say from my perspective. Because I was speaking as the people who say that, and you decided to attack me for it. But here we are. I'm staring at a gun.
I already did that. Speed up.
Alright.
Yeah, that's that. And now I can raid. Heck yeah. So stay tuned if you want. Is it Deku? He's doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke. What else is on? There are 2 Pokemon Nuzlocks. I'm gonna.
Look at everyone's doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it insane? So yeah, I'm gonna use this end card to conveniently also fit in a raid. It's great. And then I'm gonna get food. Heck yeah.
See you. Goodbye, Biggs.